South Africa's King Shaka International Airport is a massive, heavily secured national key point. Operating a facility like this requires precise coordination, and right now, the airport needs more internal space for its own staff. Inside the airport's multi-story office building, there's a stark contrast between floors. The fourth floor is a fully finished modern workspace, but step down to the third floor and the progress abruptly stops. A previous renovation project started here in October 2020, but was left incomplete. Today, the third floor is a maze of outdated cellular offices and half-finished construction zones. The airport's company, South Africa, or ASA, needs to tear down those isolated rooms and convert the entire floor into an open-plan environment to accommodate a growing headcount. Tearing down walls creates dust and noise, but in a live passenger terminal, heavy construction has to remain entirely invisible and inaudible to the public. Executing a loud, messy demolition inches away from travelers requires an ironclad legal framework that dictates exactly how the site is managed. The physical work involves installing new glass shop fronts, routing electrical fire detection systems, and fitting new standardized furniture across the open floor. Before a single hammer is lifted, the contractor faces a severe logistical hurdle. Because this is the land side of an airport, every worker must pass strict criminal background checks to earn an access permit. No permit, no entry. To maintain the illusion of a pristine airport, contractors must follow the ACSA Hoarding Specification Handbook. This document strictly governs how the site is hidden from public view. The handbook mandates Type A or B hoarding, requiring floor-to-ceiling white melamine panels to completely seal off the construction zone. Behind these panels, acoustic insulation traps the demolition noise, and the only entry is through tightly controlled, secured access doors. Operating under these rigid security and physical constraints is expensive and unpredictable. To survive, the contractor relies on a very specific set of payment mechanics. The legal tool chosen for this renovation is the NEC3 Engineering and Construction Contract. Specifically, they are using Option B. This is a priced contract built around a comprehensive bill of quantities, which works well when the physical scope of a project is clearly defined. A bill of quantities acts as a granular checklist. Every item, from LED lights to carpet tiles, has a unit rate. Through Option B's remeasurement, contractors aren't paid a flat estimate, but for the exact physical quantities installed. Every 4 weeks, the project manager evaluates the site to calculate the price for work done to date. If 50 lights are installed, the contractor is paid exactly for 50 lights. If the airport's strict operational needs force a sudden change in the scope, like working limited hours due to passenger traffic, the contract uses compensation events to adjust the schedule and the payout. This remeasurement process removes financial guesswork. The contractor assumes the risk for their unit prices, but they are guaranteed accurate compensation for the physical reality of the work they perform. The contractor is operating on a highly compressed timeline. They have exactly 12 weeks from the start date to complete the entire fit-out. Missing that deadline carries a heavy penalty. The contract stipulates delay damages of 12,500 Rand for every single day the third floor is late. Once the 12 weeks are up and the project reaches final handover, the melamine hoarding comes down. The contractor has 14 days to dismantle their camp, and the site is deep cleaned for AXA staff. The cramped, isolated rooms of the stalled 2020 project have been stripped away, leaving a modern, collaborative, open-plan workspace ready for the new headcount. Successfully executing a major renovation inside a live passenger terminal requires immense physical expertise, but that expertise is only effective when supported by the invisible scaffolding of a remeasured NEC3 contract.